Hey my lovelies, my name is Jane and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It really does help me out. I know there's a lot of you that are watching that aren't subscribed, so hit that button and I'd be very happy. So today I thought I would try a brand that I've never tried before, and it is Catrice. So never tried it. Let's say can't get it in any of the local stores, so I went online to Just My Look. And under their news section they had a whole load of new Catrice products, so it was a case of, do you know what, for the price they are so cheap, I thought today we're going to give it a go. So I got, as you can see, a whole box. I've got virtually a full face. I think the only thing I haven't got is eyebrow products, only because what they were selling, I don't know, just didn't appeal to me. You know, I'm really funny about eyebrow products, so it was a case of, do you know what, I can skip that bit. I've got a full face of everything else. Might break this down into two parts. The reason is I'm not that fast at makeup. Like I said, I'm not a professional by any means. So I thought if the video gets too long, I'm going to cut it down into two halves. So I thought I would start off with my base makeup and see how we go from there. And if I'm running too long, I will just cut it down into a two-parter. So with that being said, first off, we have got their foundation, which is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid and long wear, which is this one here. I had to read it because it's a case of I don't know what it's called, but apparently I've seen a lot of people recently review this and they all saying it's absolutely phenomenal. So as you can see, I've got a lighter colour than what I'd normally be. It's the end of summer here in the UK and my skin's going to get very pale very quickly, so there's no point me buying a summer shade, so we're just going to make it work for today. I got the colour 010 Cool Cashmere, so we're going to give that one a go. Like I say, it's not going to work for me, the colour, so I've got like a high top on today with without my shoulders showing, so I can sort of disguise it a little. Okay, so this one's got a really nice pump on it actually. Yeah, really nice one. So I'm going to take it with my brush today, I think, and see how we go with that one. So let's get it working. There you go. Oh, quite a lot comes out on that, which is good. And we're going to go straight in. Let's get a bit closer and see what we think of that. Oh, that's quite full coverage actually. Doesn't feel really heavyweight though, mind you, with the hyaluronic acid in it. I think that's just made it a bit more lighter weight, but that has gone on really nice. Like I say, it's covered up most of my redness. You can still see some of the sort of dark pigmentation, but I don't mind that. But we can probably build that one up, especially if we go in with a sponge. Okay, as you can see, that's got really nice coverage on it, and it's quite glowy as well, which is lovely. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and then just bounce that one over just to kind of blend it through, and then see if there's any areas that could do with building or whether I'm quite happy with that one. So it has clung to a couple of dry patches. I have a couple of dry patches kind of just where my brow line is. And looking in the mirror, it's a case of where I've got a few dry patches, it has actually just clung slightly, but not enough for it to be anything major. Unless you look really close up in the mirror, you're really not going to notice. But I think the coverage on that one is beautiful. You know, it really does look gorgeous. You know, I can see what they're raving about. You can still see, like say, a little bit of redness poking through, but we can cover that one up with concealer. So, you know, I sort of woke up this morning with a bit of a blemish on my chin. So, but apart from that, quite happy with that. I'm not going to build in any areas because actually I don't really think it needs it. So we're back and the brows are on. Like I said, didn't have any brow products. So next I've got the concealer as well. Again, it's in the True Skin, and the shade I've got is 002 Neutral Ivory, which is this one here. Again, not tried any of these. This is the first time I'm trying all these. Ooh, that's a nice doe foot. That's unusual. It felt quite bendy as well. So let's put some of that one on and see what we think. So a little bit in the inner corner. I just find it really hard not to get ones that are too yellow. So hopefully, I never get it right. So we're just going to blend that one out with our beauty sponge. It's quite a thin formula, which I'm not mad at. You know, with having sort of older under eyes, sometimes a thinner formula does work better for me. And I haven't got dark circles or anything like that. But I'm not sure if you've got dark circles, whether that would actually cover. Let's bring in a bit more. See, whereas on me, that's blended out really nicely, but it is a lightweight. So, like I said, if you're looking for something more full coverage, I don't think this is going to be the one for you. But for me, that works really well. So I'm going to pop some on my blemish just to see how it'll cover it. And just here where I've got dark pigmentation, chuck a bit in the middle of the forehead, down my nose, just to lighten everything a little. As you can see, that's blended out really easily. So yeah, even though it's the thinner formula, I do like that. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see my dark pigmentation on my lip, just under there. I like to conceal that, but that is peeking through a little. But I don't mind that one so much. But some of the other concealers I have do tend to cover that. So far so good. I do have a powder as well today. Again, this is the True Skin Mineral Loose powder. Again, all the True Skin range has got the hyaluronic acid in. So I went for the shade number 10 Transparent Matte. Don't know whether you can see that. Oh, it's got a nice little twisty sifter in there. I don't know whether you can see that, but it has got a little pull tab on the sticker, because as we know, the stickers are always a nightmare to get off, but that one was really easy. So I'm going to get my little lid and just tap a little bit out. Oh wow, that feels really, really silky. Oh my goodness, that is silky as anything. So I'm just going to get my little brush, tap into that one, just to set under my eyes. That's probably one of the silkiest sort of drugstore ones I've felt in a long time. I kept saying to myself I wasn't going to buy any more powders because I've got so many and I'm never going to use them up in this lifetime. But it was a case of, well, you know, if I want to do a full base, then I really do need to get the powders. So I've put a tiniest little bit. Let's say, having older eyes, again, they do get dry. So I do like to go in very light-handed with my powders. I'm just going to switch to my big fluffy brush and then just tap that one all over my face. Okay, so we've got all our face set. I can actually see me using that powder again. It felt absolutely beautiful. It really did. And like I said, it's just the silkiest powder ever. But it is looking, let's see if I can get a bit closer. Sorry, that's scary. To me, that is looking quite powdery. I didn't actually pick up a setting spray, but I've got plenty of others. It's all good. It's not a problem. We will just move on. Okay, so next, I do have a bronzer. And this is the Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. It said it's water resistant for medium skin. And it's 030 medium bronze, which is this one here. Sorry about me lights. See if we can open it. There you go. That's what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to say that's don't look too bad. I always worry about them looking orangey on me. So, but that feels almost like a cream to powder. Don't know whether you can see, I sort of done a swatch there. I don't know whether that one's going to be a bit too orangey looking. I like one that's a little bit more cool toned, because it's got very cool toned skin. I do find anything that's even slightly warm just doesn't look right on my skin. I don't know whether you can see where I swatched it. You can see the swirls there, which makes it look more like a cream than a powder. But I don't know, we're going to give it a go. I'm going to say I haven't used a powder bronzer in ages, so this could be a disaster. Because it's different techniques. I use totally different techniques for whether it's cream or powder, and it's been a hot minute since I've used powder. So I'm going to tap it in. tiny bit more up on the forehead. And so I'm going to go in light-handed to begin with because it's easier to add than it is to take away. And so it's given a slight sheen of colour. I'm just going to build it just a little. Not going to go too crazy. Just a little. Oh, that's quite nice actually. I'm just going to chuck some under my jawline. Slim that little bad boy down a bit. Yeah, it's not crazy pigmented as well, which is what I like because it's just easier to build and then blend out. So it is blending out really nicely. I think because that setting powder is so silky, I think it's just giving it a nice sort of slip when you're blending. That's looking nice. I like it. Also picked up a powder blush. And this one is 010 Blooming Hibiscus, which is like this. I'm going to say beautiful colour. And this one's called sort of Cheeky Lovers range. So, ooh, look at that. Tell you what that reminds me of. Let's just do a swatch of that on the back of my hand. Look at that one. I don't know if you can see that, but that is so similar to NARS's Orgasm and also the Milani Luminoso. Let's do a swatch of the Luminoso. Yeah, the Luminoso's a little peachier. So there's the Luminoso, but it's a bit peachier. That's more of a darker peach. And there's, we got the NARS Orgasm. So as you can see, they're not that far because that was a bit more pinkier. Like I say, these peach tones, but that's just what it reminded me of the minute I saw it. Okay, so we're going to go in with a light hand since that's quite dark. So I'm just going to tap my brush in like I normally would. Knock off any of the excess. Get my mirror. Just very gently pat that on. Like I say, I can already see the nice sheen on that one. That's pretty. That really is very, very pretty. Bit on my nose. Yeah, that is really a pretty colour. Yeah, like I say, don't know if you can see sort of when I took my head, the gold sort of flecks in it, which is the same as the other two blushes that I've just showed you. So very similar, all on a very similar basis, but that is really pretty. Okay, next we have a highlighter, which is 020 Supreme Rose Beam. And this is the More Than Glow highlighter. A beautiful print on that. Look at that. And that's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to swatch it down the bottom so I don't wreck it. Oh, look at that. That's blinding. Wow. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's get my trusty brush. I'm going to tap into that one. Like I say, I hate the idea of ruining it. Just tap off any excess. Let's see what she's got. Oh, she's got a lot. I can see, don't know whether you can, every little bit of texture there. Well, that's not so good. Oh, that really has showed up texture. Ooh, that's a shame. I had high hopes for that after swatching it. So it's still beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to say absolutely lovely colour. But oh my goodness, that has really badly shown up the texture on my skin. But never mind. But I have got very textured skin. I am an old lady, you know. How about some comments down below? See if you can guess my age. That could be fun. Please be kind. There you go. So we're nice and glowy. Everything's looking absolutely beautiful. So that's the base of my makeup done. I'm going to say I think it's turned out really well actually. You know, on first impressions, there isn't anything there I don't like, which is awesome in itself. You know, really enjoyed everything I've used today. You know, so far got nothing negative to say about any of it. So if you want to see part 2 of this one, don't forget to subscribe, and we will be doing the eyes and the lips, because I just think this is going to be far too long, you know. So just want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.